To another episode of the Notts County Career Mode. Today's episode is potentially an amazing one, depending on if this loan move for David Datro Fofana goes through. 1 year loan. Obviously, we have a loan to buy option of 8.4 million, which I do plan to enact pretty early on in this thing. But if not, have a fallback plan in DVD Washington from Chelsea as well. But of course, do still have to buy a couple more players for this team. Definitely still need to get a new right wing back. And that is really the only thing that we're looking for at this current time. And also, going to be playing our first games up in League One as we have been recently promoted. Probably going to play this game on the 31st against Burton Albion to kind of let the whole transfer saga kind of figure itself out right now. All right, we have David Datro Fofana loan in for 1 year. All this is huge. This is absolutely huge. Because our starting striker, Langstaff, is likely on his way out. And Fofana, I'm pretty sure, as a striker, is still competent enough to play on the wing if we ever need him to. Yeah, he's very pacey, very good dribbler. So whenever we have a youth academy prospect who's going to be the future of the club joins us as a bit more of a true striker, we'll very easily be able to come in and do a job at right winger. But we have a very good kind of team we're assembling right now. Very much League One quality. Still lacking a little bit in the depth department, but that's what I plan to use the youth academy for this year, just to kind of get us a little bit of depth in all positions, mainly defensive. All right, player chats, Poveda, you're still going to play. I'll think about you, Langstaff. Team strategy just increased by a whole lot. Nice to see that. Squad Hub should have some player position changes. Yeah, Sepulveda moving to left wing from attacking midfielder. Going to put inverted winger on him. Expect to see a whole lot of goals out of him this upcoming year. Also, Nemain from right mid to right wing. And that is the only changes we have left in the first team. Match day against Bradford City. Going to sim it because I'm playing that game late against Burton Albion. 2-1 victory. Goal from Fofana on his debut. Nice to see that. I mean, I have not really used many loan deals in the past, but I feel like I'm going to start using them a little bit more, especially if we can get some of these players. Because transfer budget-wise, we don't currently have the money to bring him in permanently right now, but if this Langstaff deal goes through, can easily get him in. Plus, get Pachonik or Fila at right wing back, depending. Strasbourg. He's probably not going to want to join us from Strasbourg. I'm just assuming, based on the prestige of Strasbourg and the fact that we are a League 2 team right now. Yeah, not willing to relocate. No problems. Understand it completely. Both sign Pachonik from the right wing back position from the free agents, obviously. So I'm on a 3-year deal. Definitely going to be a day one starter for us. Not a long-term solution, but we don't really have the ability right now to be thinking long-term. It's got to be short-term. Got to make sure we stay up. Want to be competitive in League One first and foremost, purely for my mental sake. So I'm not trying to plan out who we're going to play to make sure we play a bad team so we have a chance to win. I want to be able to walk into any game knowing there's a chance we could win. And signing him is very much going to help, especially since we are now playing this 5-2-3 formation. Team's looking a whole lot better than it was coming into the year. Still just think permanent signing of Fofana and we are ready to compete. Then, of course, the Youth Academy, we'll have to sign some players from that. But the other thing I didn't even think about until now, what if we just legit use Fofana's loan as just a straight up 1 year loan? Because by the time we have a Youth Academy prospect, I'll show you now that, man, I'm just waiting for him to join the first team. Alexander Andrews, 90 to 94 potential. It's been that way for so long. 64 overall already. I'm going to put Poacher on him now to just boost those shooting stats up all the way. Because once he joins the first team, he will just start scoring goals immediately. And cannot wait for that time to eventually come. Plus we got Lance Wheeler, kind of a little bit of a hidden prospect as well. Someone who not going to do anything, even if he gets promoted to the first team this year. But down the road, looks like he could be very good for us. And that's just kind of where the Youth Academy sits right now. Was that Langstaff leaving? Macaulay Langstaff leaving. $2.6 million. Top goal scorer for us last year. But we got to constantly be making improvements. Adam Chickson is also leaving. And unfortunately, with making improvements, we got to make sacrifices. And he was one of the first to go. So budget, $9.3 million. We signed David Datro Fofana, leaves us with a little over $1 million, which will give us ability to sign a Youth Academy scout, a nice 3-star. Still waiting for one to be available. But let's sign Fofana legit. Let's make him a permanent Notts County player. And we have to negotiate his contract. Okay, we got some money. Obviously, it's going to be crucial. I want at least a 3-year deal, buddy. All right, at least a 2-year deal. Okay, release clause. We paid $8 million for him. Let's go some funky number. You know, I like to mess around a little bit. A little over 12 mil. Wages, just 50K. Nice and simple. All right. Good bit of business there by us. Kind of has bankrupted us a little bit. But securing that striker position, who I will eventually flip to right winger once everything's all sorted out in the future. So it's a nice little transfer change for now with implications for the future. So we'll get his weak foot up and a little bit of passing stats, dribbling stats with the complete striker dev plan. But I'm feeling good about this team, man. Do need to offload a little bit of dead weight. I think the goalkeeper position. Ooh, O'Connor's been approached by Huddersfield. I want to sell him from the Youth Academy as well, but we just need a little bit more money because we have some players from the Youth Academy that I think I will just promote to sell. I told myself I wasn't going to do this. Actually, I probably won't. We'll just transfer list a whole bunch of players. Now we'll promote players from the Youth Academy. They don't really have much potential, but could do a shift for us in the future, like Ben Kerr, or Roman Massey, or Eunice Yilmaz, or Arnaud Rocher, Jalen Dodds, Max Adams, Isaac Chadwick, just a little bit of depth. That I don't plan to use them, but injuries happen. We need to just kind of stick a player in the corner. Need to be able to do that. All right, also want to mess with the training plans because I know the old guys, they'll be playing a bunch, so we'll just go all out energy. And I don't think anyone else is really going to need to be changed. Obviously, Bostic's still old. Actually, we'll change Friend as well. we'll keep Friend pretty right down the middle. All right, match day against Southampton. We're going to lose to them in the cup. Let's just sim this one. Just a chance for the boys to go out there and score a goal. And Fofana did. First goal as a legit Notts County player. All right, let's just keep simming through. Mariah's transfer offer. We just need a little bit of cash. Just need a little bit of cash. Something to just kind of carry us over. I did not mean to hit this, so I meant to hit reject. Misclicked. Not going to loan out him. Sepulveda, we don't have money to change your deal right now. Alright, Fofana. Oh, yeah, they're going to be playing every week. We'll just... Like the guys that I'm never going to take out, we'll just keep on energy focused. So let's go all the way to all-out energy. Especially since they're never going to not see the field. We can just go all out, take advantage of these training plans. Nice little cheat codes for us. Because who needs sharpness when you're playing every single week, every single game? Now, obviously, this all could come back and bite us in the butt the minute I start to rotate players a little bit, but that is a issue for episodes down the road. All right, quick sim this game against Portsmouth. 1-0 win thanks to a goal from Palmer in the second minute. Pretty early to score that goal. But, you know, you can't really complain when you're winning. All right, we got a Cartwright transfer offer now. I mean, yeah, we're just trying to offload players, get a little bit more cash, be able to afford Sepulveda's new contract, as well as a 3-star Youth Academy scout. Junior Mariah sold $230K. That should work out to be enough for a Sepulveda new contract. Because, I mean, he is one of the top 2 players of the club, so should give him a new deal. No extension, no problem with that. No release clause. 3 mil, or not 3 mil. 3K wages. Sounds good to me. Youth staff, we have a 3-star scout in here? No, we do not. Man, all I could get last season were 3-star scouts when I wanted just 2-star scouts. Another player sold. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. But backup for us last year. Backup for Newport County this year. George Cartwright also sold. All right, we are getting a little bit of money now. This should be enough for Youth Academy signings and the occasional contract negotiation. Because we're not going to have to go overboard with any sort of transfers. We already did that. Went a little crazy on buying some players. Got another player we could sell in Luca Murphy. Sam Austin's also going to leave. I'm just accepting any money deals for these guys because I don't want to bring in any more players. I want to not overload with all the changes that we make. But at the same time, obviously you wouldn't mind getting some extra cash. You know, just a little bit of play money. Oh, we got our manager ratings, a green star plus, or yeah, it's a star rating instead of thumbs up. I mean, that's very, very good. I am thinking for this game upcoming against Burton, who they only have 1 point. Jeez, that's really bad. I think I'm going to start Friend at left center back just to get a chance to use all of our newer players. And Luca Murphy is also sold. Good business for us. Aaron O'Connor also sold. $550K to Leighton. That's beautiful. Youth Scouts. You have any 3-star, 3-stars? No, but we have a 2-star because I said, oh, we couldn't find any last episode or last season. So what do? Find them all this year. Yeah. There's the transfer confirmations. Dude, my assistant manager, I don't have control over him. Trust me, I would never take you out if I had the choice. Alright. Friends, oh jeez, he's already down in overall. He didn't even do anything. He hasn't even been here long enough to, like, go down in overall. How? George, how? Alright, but squad looks good. O'Connor's a little bit unhappy, but he's new to the club, so probably doesn't have the greatest morale quite yet. Burton are also playing a 5-2-3 counter-attacking style, so this should be an interesting game. Go to our first press conference of the season.
We'll start taking questions now.
How's it look like an even game? They have 1 point. They're probably the worst team in the entire division right now, which is perfect for us to lose to them somehow. But I feel like we'll be very dangerous on the counter, obviously, as well as corners with our new center backs. So yeah, Donati on the corners is going to be a weapon. Fofana, Sepulveda, and Nemane. That's such a good front three. Actually, first, let me check to make sure everyone's right-footed. Because I don't think that anyone is not left-footed. Actually, we'll just check that once we get into the game, because we can't from this menu. Let me just check that right before the game starts. So yeah, obviously Lennon and Cameron are lefties, but they are the only lefties. Alright, that's what I thought. Let's get into the game. First game in League One. We mean business. That's the moral of this episode. We're here to kill you. Not literally, but your emotions and dignity, I expect to be gone. Especially considering we beat Burton Albion last year in the FA Cup. When, I don't know about their squad, we had a much, much weaker squad. Well, that's just a bit aggressive, isn't it? Hey, baby, Palmer. Got a nice run here from Palmer. He's going to take it himself. Palmer. Ooh, did not get the ball to go in the back of the net there. But do we get a free kick? Ooh, we do. Ooh, wow, this is... Ooh, it's a little bit close for shooting range. Oh, they're putting a guy behind. That's frustrating. Question is, can we just blast this right past the keeper? Who has the highest shot power? Donati has 77 shot power. So, do we just hit this as hard as we can? Try to get it past the keeper. 3.5 power. And, I mean, it almost worked. Like, it did almost work. So, definitely not going to say that was a bad idea. Palmer. Shot from distance does not go. Let's try to swing the ball. They got numbers back on this side. Palmer again. Good block by them. Good block. Palmer's hot in the pursuit. All right, let's drop off. Let's drop off, everybody. Drop off. But good little start there. Good little start. Why was I sprinting with Sepulveda on defense? That's not what he's here for. Cameron's going to recover nicely. Oh, not that nicely. All right, Powell, what you got? Oh, they're going to take it short. Oh, they did not go short. Ah. I would prefer on the corners that Sepulveda's not the one up front. Rather, it's Fofana, just because of his pace. But that's not something I can change. There's Fofana. Ah, just intercepted the last second. Good job recovering. Good job, O'Connor. There we go, Sepulveda. Let's see what we can do here. Get past 1, get past 2, and play Fofana. Go, David. Go, Fofana. Go, Fofana. Pure speed, pure power. First game using him, first goal with him. And I think we might be the greatest counter-attacking team of all time. What a finish, what a goal, what a signing. 8.4 million, already worth every single penny. And get used to seeing a lot of this season. We're going to be doing this a whole lot. I mean, just a good finish, very quick counterattack. Sepulveda's a dog, and of course Fofana is as well. But, ooh, baby, it feels good. 20 minutes in, game plan has already worked perfectly once. Only question is, will I have the patience to do this for an entire season? Honestly, if we keep winning, yes. If we start losing, no. Alright, Connor, nice little soft press there. Good tackle, Cameron. Alright, let's go quick. Let's go quick, Fofana. Get in behind. It's there. Ooh, oh, not that time. I mean, Nemane almost made a tackle there. Tried to loft that the last second. I guess you can't do that really on FC24. Alright, Nemane, you're past 1. Past another. Ooh, Nemane! Ooh, good save, keeper. Good save, good save. Blackman, is that the former Chelsea keeper? Ball whipped in. Ooh, good header. Donati's gonna get a lot of headers this year. Like, I expect him to get pretty much every single header we get. Sepulveda! Did not expect him to be the one getting on the end of the header. But 2-0 half hour in. Wow. Just not the player I would be expecting to score a headed goal. I mean, I guess he's a dog. I certainly was not expecting him to be able to do that, but I apparently know nothing. I just know how to build the team, don't know how the team is going to do. I'm just kidding. I knew our counterattacking style would work perfectly. And of course, the nice thing is, when we get up and we're leading in games like this, naturally, our team's thought process is to drop off and defend. Look at that challenge from Abraham. Looped in for Fofana, not there. Not there. Plus also means attacking, I can just go all-out sprint because, well, we're only going to do it like 5 times a game. Amazing tackle by Abraham. Well, that would have been a foul. See, this is why I'm really glad O'Connor has a lot of stamina. Ball played through for Lennon. Get back to Sepulveda, into Fofana. Touched around the defender. Not the case. Ooh, Sepulveda, the recovery. Stolen, nope. Just kind of got trapped a little bit there. I think the shot may have been on, but it did not really look like it. Ooh, Abraham got caught with his hips turned. Atta baby Cameron. Look at our center back. See, they might not be the paciest, but you know, they're good for a sprint or two every once in a while. Oh, yeah, I meant to do that. 100% meant to do that. You know, it's the good old play it off the teammate's face into your own, right to your player. Been doing that my entire life. Ooh, bad tackle. Bad tackle. Capitulation at the back. Yeah, that was just a bad goal. Bad challenge there. Kind of got me a little bit distracted. Completely whiffed on that one. And they put it back in the net. My fault, completely. You know, defending on this game, at least from what I've seen from other creators, not exactly the easiest of things to do. Which makes me feel a little bit better because I don't think I've ever been able to defend. Did not mean to play that first penalty. Thank you. Did not mean to play that ball. I thought Fofana, the defender, would step, player would go through, but looks like it's going to work out in the end, because I don't know what this was. Yeah, that's just an unlucky clearance at the wrong time. Fofana will just chip it right down the middle. He's got big balls. Oh, keeper, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, listen to the haters. Away game as well to do that in front of the Burton fans right there. Oh, Fofana's a bad man. Look at that. Right before half as well. I mean, yeah, we're in a very good spot. 3-1 at half. Haven't even brought on any of the meme players yet. And the best thing is, nobody's tired. So if we ever did want to switch to a little bit more aggressive offensive style for the second half, we could. But with the success we've been having, who needs to change anything? Oh, that was meant to go the right wing back there. Supposed to go out wide, yep. Force them to go down the middle. Because there's not a lot of space in the middle. A lot of space out wide. But we got dogs at the wing back positions to defend it. Definitely should have been a foul there. And, okay, they did call it. I didn't think they did, but that was the correct call. That was definitely a foul. Oh, we got the pace. We've got the pace. Namane's got pace for days. And the finish. Oh, what a beautiful goal. See, sometimes a counterattack just needs to be one man who's hungry for a goal. Namane, beautifully done. Power shot finish. It's probably going to go in 9 times out of 10. And Burton are having a rough day. But I think it's safe to say we are prepared for League One. And I think that's certainly the case. Do not think we will struggle mightily. Obviously, Burton are one of the lower teams in the division. But the fact that we're dominating them like this, maybe should have been a foul there. Look at this. Namane's just messing around at this point. Not a tough loss of possession there, but went out of bounds, so it's okay. I mean, not really, but we'll just say that. He's old, fragile ego, don't want to damage that. But Lennon's going to drive with a little bit of conviction here. Oh, still have yet to get a successful cross in. It was Poto, a nice little defensive effort there. Bad pass. That was a bad pass. That baby Lennon. Fixing all my bad mistakes. Alright, let's get inside of this guy. Inside 1, inside 2. There we go. Ball wide to... That was meant to go to our right back. Oh, I really thought I had the ankle closed down there. What a slide tackle from Palmer. Alright, let's bring on the memes. Let's bring on some of the other players. Bostic will put in for O'Connor. Had a pretty decent debut, nothing too crazy. Bring on Friend at that left center back position. And we will... Let's try out... no, I don't want to mess with the front three. We're having too much fun right now. Having a little bit too much fun right now. Just kind of bring on 2 extra subs. Kind of get a look at them. Ugh. Just had a bad sneeze. Yes, George! Oh, come on, ref! That's soft. When you grew up, you were still allowed to 2-foot players from behind, and it was a common foul. It's not his fault. Alright, ball's whipped in from Stockton. Cleared away. Ooh. Did not win that challenge there. And they got advantage. Ooh. Good block by Friend. And we got the counter. Not really. Was not really there that time. Oh, geez, another foul on us. Just get stuck in there, lads. Good thing I didn't slide tackle there. Hey, baby George! You know, for being a 62 overall, 37-year-old center back, he's pretty solid. Oh, we got numbers going forward. Ah, one pass is too many. Oh, Palmer! Making up for that mistake with the pass. Getting past the keeper as well. 5-1. It was ugly, now it's, I don't even know what's past ugly. 4-goal lead. And it's just getting embarrassing at this point. Keeper completely lost. Easy finish. It's ugly. It's bad out here. I feel for all the Burton fans. Looks like their team's getting relegated this year. Game right before the transfer window opens. They're probably not going to sign another player. You get absolutely walloped, 5-1, potentially more. George is a little bit older. Probably shouldn't have tried that run there. But Donati with the good job there. All right, throw for us. All right, let's look to swing it with Abraham. Excellent ball out wide for Pachonik. Into Palmer. Palmer into Mane. Mane into Fofana. Good job by their defense. They kind of get in the way of that. Come on, play it through. George is feeling fast today. He's feeling furious today. Ooh, risky challenge. Yep. I mean, I'm out here slide tackling with the last man. I'm not really taking it all this seriously right now because, well, I don't need to be because we are winning 5-2. Sorry about it. No need to lie here. You know, it's a close game. Yeah, I'll sweat it out. 5-2. My first game playing in League One. Very obvious I know what I'm doing. So we'll just try to mess around a little bit. Try to hit some bangers, get some good clips. But other than that, just fade off into the night. As a dominant team. Bro, how are you getting caught by George Friend? You know how slow you have to be? What a block by Abraham. It's a pen! Come on, ref. Come on. Okay, well, yeah, when you slide like that, I didn't see his hand was up that high. I'm not diving. Okay, but he should still put his arm out to stop it if it's right near him. I didn't want to dive in case they chipped me like I did earlier. Like, at least put a hand out, Stone. Don't just fall backwards. I mean, they're making a little bit of a game out of it. Give the home fans a little bit of energy, but just as much as they've gained the energy back, we can easily take it all away. Oh, good interception. And there's just simply not enough time, even if they score here. Good block by Abraham. Certainly thought that one was going to be a handball as well. You know, through balls, they don't really lead them this year. Like, it's really just a lofted ball in the general forward direction of the player. It's not really a through ball. They don't really play it through, you know? But match performance, Palmer 8.7, Fofana 8.0. Sepulveda 7.9, Nemane 7.2. Just glorious, glorious from our front three. O'Connor didn't really do much, but Palmer was busy doing everything, so he didn't really have a chance to do anything. But transfer window is coming to a close now. There's not really going to be anything for us to do. Burnley want to buy back Sepulveda. He was on loan with them last season. Not a chance, guys. He is our best player. He's the future of this team, alongside Fofana and Andrews from the Youth Academy. So, sorry about it. Not going to happen. Honestly, I'm not that sorry about it because I'm never going to get rid of him unless it's a whole lot of money and there's something I want to do with that money. So I'm not saying never, but kind of never, you know? It's kind of like when a player joins a new team and says he never ever wants to leave, and then next season he's out of there. So that type of never. But loan deal not going through. The league, we're currently mid-table. I mean, we're 3 points off of a playoff spot, so not that surprising. Wait, no, we're 5th. Why did I looked at the points and thought that was our position. We are 5th in the table. Obviously, we're doing quite well. Wrexham are also up here. Cannot wait for our battle against them at some point this season. The calendar next month. No specific game I have in mind to play. Just a couple more league fixtures. Get a chance to use this absolutely stellar team once again. But yeah, what is this? This is showing me that we're in 16th. And then I go into it and we're up in 5th. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all for the next one.